Assalamu alaikum, y'all. We are here in the first episode of my problematic behavior, and today I want to talk about my problematic behavior of always forgetting to bring my reusable straw when I go out to eat, and why that problematic behavior isn't really the problem. But it is still something I want to work on. We've all seen the campaigns about, you're murdering baby turtles with your straw use. And I'm not saying that there are not islands of plastic in the ocean that need to be taken care of. I have my reusable straws and I try to remember them. But the thing I want to remind anyone watching about is that straws were not invented for our convenience, necessarily. Straws were invented for vulnerable portions of the population who may not be able to eat or drink properly. People with swallowing problems oftentimes have to have their food blended and they have to drink it with a straw in order to maintain their lives. Because this is America. Everybody can't afford to have IV bags with our nutrients fed to us when we can't eat. So the straw was invented for vulnerable populations to keep them alive, to give them a better quality of life, and so having straws available when you go out to eat is incredibly necessary. Now, if you want to talk about the plastic straws, yes, we should be using something that's either reusable or biodegradable, something that's better for the planet. But when you're talking about people who maybe have to have full-time nurse or a caretaker because they're not able to care for themselves, you can't expect that person to take the responsibility of using a stainless steel straw. And if you're talking about someone who doesn't have full control of their mental facilities, then just imagine somebody who has the habit of banging their head and it's not really something they control. I've known a lot of people who do that. I've seen it a lot out in public, and the people that I've known have done this have been some of the most beautiful souls I have met in my entire life. And I think about if he had been doing that, we wouldn't have had the time with him. A lot of people wouldn't have had a lot of the time that they've had with a lot of people that they love. Because even if the reason you need a straw is because you can't swallow properly, who knows, maybe you'll slip. Maybe your chair, the leg will come out from under it, and you'll end up getting impaled on a straw. I mean, stainless steel straws aren't really the solution for everybody. And silicone straws biodegrade over time. They leave residue. They're a problem too. There are options available out there, but the responsibility for those options, as far as I'm concerned, are at the feet of the people who place the orders for the material when the straws are made. If there's a bunch of rich white dudes sitting around a boardroom discussing this next batch of straws, and someone comes to them and says, well, we have this new material that we've researched. It's amazing. it biodegrades within 6 months, and if wildlife eat it, it doesn't kill them. It actually provides some nutrients, gives them calories, it helps them out. So this straw material is amazing. Their answer should immediately be, yes, we need to make all of our straws out of this. This is the most amazing thing in the world. Let's do it. But instead, their question is, how much more is it going to cost per case? And if that answer is more than an allowable percentage above the money that they could make by advertising that, hey, we're doing this green thing and everybody should buy our product. If they think that an advertising campaign like that will only bring up their sales by 5% and it's going to cost them 6% more to use this material, they're going to bury that material. They're not going to order it. They're going to bury it. There have been so many amazing inventions come out that could have saved our world that people have chosen not to use. So it's not really my fault if I forget my reusable straw when I go out to eat. But I'm still going to try to remember it anyway. And that is my problematic behavior. Assalamu alaikum, y'all.